She will not always tell you directly that she loves you, but she will begin showing you parts of herself she has never revealed to anyone else. And if you are not paying close attention, you could be standing right in front of her love and still fail to recognize it. Welcome to Talia Talks, where we explore the hidden side of love, relationships, and human behavior that most people completely overlook. In today's topic, we are uncovering the subtle emotional signs a woman displays when she is truly in love, even when she never says the words out loud. There is one thing a woman will almost never share with a man unless she is fully, deeply, and emotionally in love with him. And no, it is not her phone password. It is something much more personal, something most men do not even realize they are being trusted with when it happens. A recent study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships suggested that many men miss the exact moment a woman becomes emotionally committed to them. That means in countless relationships, the woman has already emotionally chosen the man long before he even understands it. And that is where the real problem begins. Because right now, there may have been a woman in your life who already opened the door to her heart, and you never even noticed it happen. Stay with me, because what I am about to explain can completely change the way you understand love. And the final sign I will mention at the end is the one that clearly separates a woman who simply likes you from a woman who would genuinely stand beside you no matter what. Here is what most people misunderstand. Women do not fall in love through loud, dramatic moments the way movies portray it. There's no sudden confession, no perfect scene in the rain, no instant declaration. Real love in a woman develops quietly, slowly, in pieces. She doesn't announce it. She reveals it through small details, subtle shifts in the way she speaks to you, and the gradual way she lowers her guard. And most men completely miss these signs because they are waiting for something obvious. And that becomes dangerous, because when a woman feels unseen, she usually does not argue about it. She doesn't always complain. She slowly pulls away in silence until one day you feel the distance and cannot explain where it came from. So let's talk about what she truly shares when she is deeply in love. The first and most powerful thing is her childhood pain. Not the happy, lighthearted stories, not the funny memories, but the real wells, the emotional wounds, the difficult experiences she normally keeps hidden. When she begins telling you about family struggles, emotional neglect, or moments that shaped her fears, she is not simply talking. She is trusting you with parts of herself she has protected carefully for years. She is handing you something fragile and hoping you treat it gently. Many men make the mistake of trying to fix it. They immediately move into problem-solving mode. But she is not asking you for solutions. She is asking for understanding. She needs presence, not advice. Someone who can sit with her story without trying to change it. Then comes something equally personal, her insecurities. In a world where confidence is constantly being performed, especially online, a woman showing you her real doubts is not something small. When she says she does not feel attractive or feels insecure about her body, she is not looking for shallow compliments. She is testing emotional safety. A large percentage of women carry silent insecurities about their appearance, so when she lets you see that vulnerable side of her, she is trusting you not to change how you see her because of it, and she will remember your reaction for a very long time, not because she holds grudges, but because that moment becomes emotional proof of whether she feels safe with you or not. Then there is something most men completely misunderstand, her silence. If a woman can sit beside you without needing to fill every moment with conversation, without checking her phone or acting restless, that is not boredom, that is comfort. Psychological research has shown that most people begin feeling tension in silence within seconds. But when silence feels easy between two people, it means the nervous system has relaxed. She is no longer performing, she is simply existing. And a woman only reaches that level of comfort with someone she deeply trusts. Next, there is something even more revealing, her future language. When she begins saying things like, "We should go there someday," or "You would love this place," or casually includes you in plans that haven't happened yet, she is not just talking, she is mentally placing you into her future life. And women do not do that carelessly. When she is uncertain, her language sounds distant. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But when she is emotionally invested, her words naturally shift. We, us, our. She is no longer imagining life alone, she's imagining it with you included. And finally, the deepest sign of all, the one most men struggle to understand. It is when she allows you to see her completely unfiltered emotional self, not the composed version, not the socially acceptable version, but the real one, filled with fear, overwhelm, frustration, and raw emotion. When she can cry in front of you without hiding it, when she can feel upset without pretending she is okay, when she can completely fall apart and not feel the need to run away afterward, that is not weakness, that is trust at its highest level. Because in that moment, she is saying something without words. Even if I am not okay right now, I still believe you will not leave me. And that kind of love is not simply felt, it is lived. Talia Talks. There is one thing a woman almost never shares with a man unless she is deeply and emotionally invested in him. And no, it is not something surface level like a phone password. It is far more personal than that, and most men completely overlook it when it happens. A study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships suggested that many men fail to recognize the exact moment a woman becomes emotionally committed. meaning she may already be completely invested while he is still trying to figure out where things stand. And that is the issue, because a woman rarely announces her love in a loud or obvious way. She reveals it quietly, piece by piece, in ways that are easy to miss if you are not paying attention. When she feels unseen, she does not always complain. She simply starts pulling away slowly and silently, until one thing the connection feels different, and nobody knows exactly when it changed. So let's talk about what she truly shares when she is in love. One of the first things is her past emotional pain. When a woman allows you to see you without filters, without makeup, in her most natural state, and says things like she dislikes her body or feels unattractive, she is not searching for empty compliments, she is lowering her guard. Most women carry quiet insecurities, even if they appear confident outwardly. So when she reveals that side of herself, she is silently asking one question: will you still see me the same way after this? And your response becomes something she remembers for a very long time, not because she is keeping score, but because it shapes how emotionally safe she feels around you. Then there is something most people underestimate: her comfort in silence. If she can sit with you without needing to constantly speak, without feeling awkward or uneasy, that is not boredom, that is peace. Psychology research shows that people usually become uncomfortable in silence very quickly, often within seconds. But when silence feels natural, emotional safety is present. She is no longer performing around you, she is simply existing beside you, and that only happens when she trusts you deeply. Another strong sign is the way she speaks about the future. When she says things like, "we should go there someday," or casually includes you in future plans, she is not just talking, she is mentally placing you into her future life. When a woman feels uncertain, her language stays distant. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But when she becomes emotionally attached, her language naturally shifts to we, us, our. That shift is not accidental. That is emotional investment beginning to take direction. Then there is something most men completely overlooked: her real self. Her strange habits, guilty pleasures, messy routines, and the little things she does when nobody is watching. When she tells you she watches the same show repeatedly, speaks to herself or her pet in silly voices, eats unusual midnight snacks, or reveals habits she would normally hide, she's allowing you to see the unedited version of herself. And that is not random. That is trust. Women spend most of their lives trying to appear presentable to the world, so when she stops editing herself around you, she is silently saying, "I no longer feel the need to impress you. I trust you with the real me." Next comes something very real but often ignored: her financial reality. Money is one of the most private topics in relationships. Many people hide debt, struggles, or even financial success because they fear judgment. So when a woman opens up about her financial situation, whether she is struggling or thriving, she is showing serious long-term thinking. She's allowing you to see the practical side of her life, not only the emotional side. That level of honesty usually does not happen unless she sees stability and future potential with you. And finally, the strongest sign of all: her fear of losing you. In the end, love is not always loud or obvious. A woman will not always directly say, "I love you." She reveals it through trust, vulnerability, and the parts of herself she no longer hides. Her past pain, her insecurities, her comfort in silence, the way she includes you in her future, her real habits, her financial truth, and even her fear of losing you are all quiet signs that she has emotionally chosen you. But the deeper truth is this: love is never only about what she gives, it is also about what you notice, because she is constantly communicating through her words, actions, and trust. The real question is whether you are truly paying attention before those small moments quietly disappear. If this helped you understand love and relationships on a deeper level, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Talia Talks, and hit the bell icon so you never miss what comes next. And in the comments, type the word clarity if this message opened your eyes to something you had never noticed before.